Hello, this is Jim Duff with JDE and Associates. We get to help contractors succeed. Today I'd like to discuss our bid log. Now, most computer estimating systems, commercially available computer estimating systems, already have a bid log, but their bid logs, in my experience, just aren't as good as this one. You can be the judge. This is nothing more than an Excel spreadsheet, but it's an Excel spreadsheet that's got an awful lot of power to it. Now, first, if you look to the left, you will see that the bid number starts at 2016 001, goes to 002, goes to 003. So obviously you can take this all the way to 2016 999. In all my years of estimating, I've only exceeded 1,000 bids in a year twice. So the odds of most contractors getting to that level with a single estimator anyhow, pretty slim. But it's possible. If you get to that level, call me and I'll show you how to allow for the larger numbers. Happy to show you that. In any case, every possible project is not a good fit for me. Well, when I get a phone call from a general contractor or an owner and they want me to participate in a bid, I'm going to log them down, whether I'm going to bid it or not. Well, this particular one is from John, a client that we use a lot, and he's building a 3-story office building in Anaheim, and John would like us to put a bid together for it. Now, John's going to be the general contractor, so I'm just going to list him as the customer. Now, before I commit, I'm going to ask John if I can take a look at the bids documents, look at the drawings. Today, most drawings are available online. You don't even have to print them out. Get a good feel for a project and whether it fits for you or not. Now, I have a pre-bid evaluator, and that will be another YouTube that I'm going to make in the future. I just don't have it ready today. But that pre-bid evaluator will help you decide whether you're going to bid something or not. So once I go through and I look at the bid documents and then complete a job walk, and from my experience, I complete a job walk on every project, whether it's new, remodel, commercial, industrial, residential, does not make any difference to me. And once I've completed that review of the bid documents and then completed that job walk, I will complete that pre-bid evaluator and decide whether I'm going to bid it or not. Well, you can see that in this case, I'm just evaluating it, so I don't even know if I'm going to bid it or not. Well, as I evaluate it, let's say that the evaluation comes pretty strong and indicates that we should bid it. Well, then it will change to estimating. Okay. Now, can you imagine having a document that lets everybody know exactly what you're doing on every different job? I mean, it would be pretty powerful. It truly is pretty powerful, and something that makes my life as an estimator easier, makes a project manager's life easier, and certainly makes the contractor's lives easier. In any case, let's get back to Johnny. Well, I decided to put an estimate together, and so I'm estimating. Now, when I get to the point when I have completed the estimate and I have submitted a proposal, I'm going to hyperlink this proposal into the area for proposal. So I'm going to come in here and say hyperlink, and then I'm going to go find the proposal, and there's the hyperlink. Now remember, this is an Excel spreadsheet, so if I close this without saving it, everything that I've just done is lost. You have to remember to save the darn thing. That is one big drawback to using Excel. Now, the beauty here is oftentimes you'll put a bid together, you'll submit it in proposal form, and then you'll wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, months. I've waited for 6 months before you ever hear anything about it. Well, the truth of it is, I want to keep things so it's readily available to me or anyone in our office. Because let's just assume that Johnny gives us a call 3 weeks from now. We haven't done anything with Johnny. We currently don't have any work going with Johnny. So what do you think the odds are that Johnny's calling us about the bid that we gave him 3 weeks ago? Pretty strong. Well, I like to have this bid log on our server so that anybody can access it. And so when I get the phone call and it's Johnny, I'm going to go and I'm going to find that 3-story office building. And while we're having a few-minute conversation, there's always a couple of minutes of pleasantries when you first start talking to somebody. I'm going to come in, find this job, go over to the hyperlink with the proposal, and came onto another monitor, but it came up just that fast. And here, in fact, is the proposal. When Johnny finally gets done talking about the pleasantries that we've been talking about, and he gets down to the brass tacks and he says, "Jim, do you remember putting a proposal together for me?" "Well, of course I do." Could we talk about that scope letter? Could we talk about what you're going to do?" "Absolutely, Johnny, I'd love to talk with you." "How can I help you?" "Well, do you need to find the proposal?" "No, actually, I've got it in front of me." "How can I help you?" You have just saved Johnny time, because the typical answer is, "Sure, let me go find it." Or, "Johnny, can I give you a call back when I found it?" And then you proceed to forget, and you waste his time. That's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary. We can do this much faster. Now, to take this just a step further, and I don't think we should have to take this a step further, for any of you that have either been an estimator or a project manager or even a superintendent, when you go out onto a job site, have you ever had your supervisor come up to you and say, "Hey, Jim, we sent out some RFIs 2 weeks ago. Have we gotten an answer?" The typical response is, "As soon as I get back to the office, I'll check." And then when we get back to the office, we forget all about it. Well, if you're using this, and if you're carrying a cell phone that's got internet access, couldn't you access your server and look if you hyperlinked it right to the job? Absolutely you can. So you're going to save yourself time, because you don't have to remember to look for the RFIs for the job, and you can answer your supervisor's question right then and there. That's kind of neat, I think, and trust me, it works well. The other story that I would question is, don't your supervisors have telephones with internet access? Why do they have to wait for you to come to ask that question? They should be able to go on and look for it themselves. Next, you've got a purchase order log. You can utilize that exactly like you did the RFI log. How about submittal logs? Have you ever had a job running and you needed to get the dimensions on a piece of switchgear or a fixture and before they were actually approved? Well, a copy of the submittals probably is still in the office. If that was in PDF form, why can't you put it in so that your supervisor or anybody that needs the information can look up a fixture or a piece of switchgear and get the information right now? This is going to save you a little bit of time. Correspondence, same exact deal. Now, for me, this just makes sense. Let me show you something else that absolutely makes sense. I already talked about you can get up to 999 projects that you estimated. whether you bid it or didn't bid it, got it or didn't get it. But you see at the bottom how there's a tab that says All Jobs 2016 and another one that says All Jobs 2015 and 14 and 13. There's no reason that we have to start a new bid log every year. I have a contractor and I believe he's got 24 years of information in this document alone. And seeing how the hyperlinks are all active, you know, he can find virtually anything on any job a lot faster than if he didn't have this. This is a powerful little tool. And the beauty of it is, I've now showed you how to do it on a YouTube video. How much more, you know, some people don't like it, and that's fine. They don't need to use it. But I'm going to tell you, this is a tool that has saved me an awful lot of time. It can help estimators, it can help the project manager, it can help the supervisors. Sure as heck can also benefit your contractor or branch manager or whoever's running your office. This is just a tool that works. Anyhow, I hope this is valuable. If there's ever anything that I can do for you, you can always reach me at 970-231-5423. Odds are that I'm going to be helping someone else or otherwise tied up. So leave a message with your telephone number, your question, and perhaps a time or two, a day or two out when I can get you on a telephone and try to help you with your question. Or you can reach me through email. My email is jim@jde-associates.com, or you can reach me through my website, which is www.jde-associates.com. I hope this was valuable. I love helping contractors succeed, to improve on what they're doing. Make no mincemeat about it. This is a profit-oriented company, but I find I have enough time to make decent money and help people, which just makes me feel good. So don't hesitate to call or contact. I'll be happy to help you if I can. Anyhow, I appreciate your time and hope this was valuable for you.